How's it going, everyone? My name is Santino Jones, but you can call me Tino. And today, we're gonna be reviewing games you've probably never played or heard of. And the game I have today is none other than the classic, Shaolin Monks for the PS2 and the original Xbox. Let's see if you can see that right there. Now I get it, a lot of people have probably heard of this game, but you probably never played it. And it doesn't work the same if you watch someone online play it. The same rules doesn't apply. So with that being said, let's jump right into the video. If you grew up in the early 2000s, you've probably seen this commercial once or twice on TV. Raiden tells you that the world of Mortal Kombat has changed. This time there will be no tournament. You get to play with the two Shaolin monks, Liu Kang and Kung Lao. And then in commercials, they give you a glimpse of the gameplay that you would expect to be able to do throughout the game. This game was very enjoyable to me and my younger brother. We used to play it all the time outside of school, and it was just a fun time for everyone. Like, it's something that Midway decided to do differently from the original concept of Mortal Kombat, which was a 1v1 fighter, and turned to this co-op adventure game mode. And it sold pretty well, and it did very fine in the market, to the point where a lot of us now still are waiting for a sequel. But with that out of the way, let's get right into the intro. Now, the PS2 was known for tricking you into thinking the intro looked exactly like the gameplay. That goes for WWF, SmackDown, Just Bring It, and also Shaolin Monks. They put so much effort into the intro versus the gameplay. Not saying the game is bad at all, but the CGI cutscenes are way better than the in-game graphics. In the opening cutscene, you will hear about Raiden's calm yet mysterious voice explaining how the end of the first tournament, things went wild. You had the villains fighting the heroes, and the heroes fighting the villains, Earthrealm defending with their mightiest warriors. But yet, Liu Kang nor Kung Lao is found. Liu Kang makes an amazing entrance by saving John from being eaten alive by Reptile. Then Liu Kang is saved by Kung Lao, who's dressed as a Mortal Kombat guard in the tournament. You get to see all the iconic characters in this opening cutscene. Then at the end of the cutscene, Liu Kang and Kung Lao falls to the bottom of the pit, and that's how the game eventually starts. Now with that out of the way, let's jump right into the gameplay. This game was known for its combat system. This game was designed for you to attack multiple enemies at once, with different type of moves that doesn't get stale over time. And they always have a bunch of impact after each given blow. This game introduced air combat. You can also do various combos in the air while dropping your opponent. You can also do tag team combos and also tag team moves unique to certain characters. What makes this game really fun is that you can do fatalities at any given time just by pressing the L1 button. And you're not limited to only 2. You can do up to at least 10 to 15 fatalities, from fatality, brutality, and mutality. And each of the characters have their own unique fatalities as long as you put in the right inputs. You can even find secret fatalities just by putting in different inputs. My favorite character to use in the game was Liu Kang, just because I was more in tune with his combos, yet he's also one of my favorite characters. And he's a looser one of the, like, I guess on the arcade mode, I guess you would call it, like the story mode. But he was always the funnest to me just because I could do something in combo with him, and he was just fun to play with. Now let's talk about the most interesting part of this game, the story mode. Story mode is actually quite different from most of the Mortal Kombat games you've probably played in the past. It gives a very unique twist to the original story. Instead of really being the heroes of Mortal Kombat, you're technically the villain, because throughout the story, Shang Tsung completely hoodwinks you into doing his bidding by pretending to be Raiden and aiding you on your quest. He convinces you to kill other combatants such as Scorpion, Baraka, Jade, Goro, Reptile, and Sub-Zero. However, some of the combatants you don't kill. You just end up fighting them throughout the story, which still gives him power. Certain combatants even aid you on your quest, such as Sub-Zero and Jax. You can even fight secret characters such as Mileena, Ermac, and Kano. You even meet secret characters such as Cabal and Smoke. When you reach the Coliseum, Raiden tells you that you've been tricked this entire time and is blasted away from Shao Kahn. Now, you and your co-op buddy has to fight Shang Tsung, Kintaro, and Shao Kahn in order to complete the game. That pretty much wraps up the story for Shaolin Monks. Now let's move into the character select and the extras. Now in versus mode you only have 8 characters, but they didn't really focus on the versus mechanic considering this game is mostly meant for the adventure mode. However, you can unlock a bunch of secrets and different characters to play with in versus mode and different stages if you have a co-op buddy. Some of the stages require you to have 2 players to play in order to get the secret emblem that you find throughout the game. If it wasn't already obvious, this game was heavily inspired by Mortal Kombat 2. You can tell by the stage design, character designs, and even the fact that you can unlock Mortal Kombat 2 once you complete the full game. You also get to unlock a bunch of concept art following how to do certain fatalities, how they create certain stages, so on and so forth. You also get to play demos such as Suffering and get to see trailers for games like Blitz the League. That pretty much sums up this video. Now the important question, is it worth playing? If you're a die-hard Mortal Kombat fan like me and you love co-op gaming, especially with another person that can play it right alongside you, this is definitely the game for you. Yeah, the graphics haven't aged the best, but the gameplay itself is still very fun. Believe it or not, a lot of people want a sequel to this game. As a matter of fact, there was supposed to be a sequel right after Mortal Kombat 9 for the PS3. If you ever played through the Sub-Zero arcade mode and got the ending cutscene, it shows him and Scorpion fight alongside, calling themselves Fire and Ice. And that was actually supposed to be the sequel title to the one on PS3. There are even screenshots of the game if you Google it. It shows, I believe it want to say Scorpion or Sub-Zero standing in a waterfall. However, the game got canceled. No real reason why, but there may be a possibility this game may come back considering the way Mortal Kombat 11 ended and all the timelines are basically explained. So there's a possibility we may see it again. I would love to see it again. I hope it comes back. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people would like for it to come back as well, just because how fun it was and because it was such a unique idea. And they pretty much teased it in every game. They teased it in Mortal Kombat 11, Mortal Kombat 9 of Shaolin Monks, Scorpion, Sub-Zero on teams. It's obvious that they realize that people like this game, so I don't know. I wish they would bring it back. I hope they bring it back. It's one of the games that is definitely well received, and the first one is always still fun to this day. I really hope I get a second one. Anyway, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. And it would mean a lot if you leave a like and subscribe, and even comment down below what game you think I should do next. What can I work on as far as these videos? Anyway, my name is Tino, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.